Good morning, good morning. Well, good morning from New Zealand, from Aotearoa, um, the land of the long white cloud. The cloud is not so much around today. And of course, we see the dawn first. It rises in this area of the world, at least in the heliocentric viewpoint that we've been told, and we know that this is all going to unravel and it's going to be surprising. But I really want to just come on because can you feel it? I am feeling so excited, but in this really beautiful, harmonious, settled, and purified way. So let me summarize for you. A couple of days ago, we had a big dimensional shift. I want to tell you that now everything in your experience, in my experience, is going to be happening in the physical. So I believe that to my very core. So we've moved from coming in to the physical a couple of days ago when we had that dimensional shift. We had a day where I believe that we were diving, well, light workers dived deep to clear out the muck, to lift up to the higher so that we could sit in the higher because we are tired. We've been holding the fort. And so that was one thing that we did. And then what's happened is that we have sat there in this kind of integration. But today I am showing that we are, I might have missed a little step out here, but never mind. We are in the weavings of the dimensional lights and codes and waters. So think about the waters of consciousness carrying the codes of the higher dimension. And what we are in today is this beautiful flow, and it's flowing through us. We're having this experience of like an interweaving. So I've written some notes, and I can probably speak about it pretty much, but I'll just make sure I don't skip some bits. So good morning, Tina and Charlotte and Carolyn, and good morning, Anna, and yeah, good morning from New Zealand on this beautiful day where we have hit the sunshine running. But yeah, it's Tuesday here. So yesterday we came into the physical in this very tangible way. For me, I snoozed, dozed, and cruised through it. I kind of felt my way through it. I felt separate from the world, a bit elevated from the world, a bit held as I was exploring this. And then what came in is this information. So everything coming into the physical, this diving down. And then yesterday, so we did that kind of Sunday, we dived down to clear out, and then, or we had been. And then yesterday we came up to this kind of place where we could be floated or held or lifted, up leveled, and kind of just suspended there for a bit of a rest. It felt like a bit of a float tank. And now today we're in this interweaving. As Carolyn's saying, 2 days ago, a big clearing of grief and shame over all the pain we created for our friends and family because of our ascension. Oh, lots of love to you. It's a challenging experience, isn't it? It's I believe that it's a short-lived experience, though, that it's in the lifting of the beams, if you like, so that everything can go higher, everyone can go higher. That enables your own ascension, and then that has a quantum effect on others. So they will join you at some point. But yeah, that was what I was been shown yesterday, and now today we're in this gorgeous, gorgeous interweaving of the golden light and the waters of consciousness. So you could see it, imagine it as either of those, it's both of those, and they're holding the codes, the ascension codes and the fifth dimensional frequencies and codes. And we have huge plasma coming in as well, which often creates a lot of wakefulness for people because it's often filled with gamma rays. And so these gamma rays, they hold a lot of these up leveling ascension codes as well. So the main imagery showing up yesterday was the Taurus, but the Taurus in all directions and all components of the body, as though it might be flushing through the head and then a second one flushing through the throat and then a second one through the heart and washing its way down through all of the physical chakras. And this is another indication of us being in the physical. So showing up as these many flowing, interrelated torus in each of us and around each of us through the body, flowing in and around and bringing this fifth dimensional flow to all aspects. That's how it showed up, is like touching us so that we get a flavor of it, so that we can become slightly used to it, I guess. So this equally applies to the internal and external waters of our world. So in our body and in our world, huge returning to the original divine plan, blueprint, placement, flow and direction. So that is within self and within the planetary body, this re-enlivening of the planet taking on a higher frequency and more animation yesterday. Huge expansion came through my heart yesterday, massive expansion, almost, I think I described it to somebody as like a surgical clamp. I could really feel it almost through the cartilage in my chest area. And I was showing many, many Tauruses with this flow of this energy. And so I want to ask you to consider the answer to this question. Have you chosen to be in your own truth? Have you chosen to be looking clearly at your own truth? And now it's time for us to look more clearly at the truth of our world and how that gets presented to us. So we're in this reclaiming, this reclamation of self, as well as this release. But we are in this reclamation of the greatest version of ourselves. And I spoke about that the other day. So play with that, investigate that, explore that. And now we're in what Rick Jewers is calling the bifurcation, which Gaia is speaking about, the faster or slower train, the higher or lower dimensional frequency or framework for this little bit of time. But everything is happening in the physical, and everything really is happening in relation to these sorts of qualities: purity, harmony, some balancing and releasing, and foundational. That's what we're working with today. You can see it as that. So I want you to visualize that there are these waters of consciousness holding the codes, holding the plasma light, and or holding golden light, and all of that is occurring. So whatever you can hold in your imagination is going to work for you. And imagine that it's moving in this weaving motion from left to right, from right to left, from front to back, from inner to outer, up, down, down, up, through all of the aspects of your body, that like these streaming ribbons of golden light, of plasma light, of white waters of consciousness, the starry lights, all of that is flowing through. And just maybe close your eyes and feel the sensation of that. We are in the weaving through of the dimensional codes and frequencies as we become to be in more of the fifth dimensional, this higher fifth dimensional codes. As we embody and embed, we create opportunity for quantum entanglement within all the aspects of self. And then for this greater fifth dimensional expansion, and then for this to impact upon others. So it's this gorgeous, gorgeous flow. And it's 11:11. And so this is what we're in the experience of, enabling ourselves to be feeling into this fifth dimensional frequency and experience in the physical. And so expect things to be showing up in the physical. Expect that your body will go through some extraordinary changes that other people will notice, and you may notice them before them or after them. But expect that you feel more at ease, at peace, in flow, in harmony, in the physical. Be exceptionally mindful of being in the present moment with the thoughts of just what is right now, knowing that all that is required will show up in your space, and that includes the people. And you can be using affirmations like, I am in my greatest expansion and I'm relishing it. I'm excited about the people that I attract through this, the opportunities and the experiences. And I am reveling in it. So be it. It is done. And I'm interweaving this with the planetary body of Gaia. And she supports me as I support her. So that's all I have for you, but it's beautiful, it's powerful, and it's here. It's here right now. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll speak again soon. Yeah. Bye.